Yeah, LeafBlade versus Haketh here.
Yeah, how about that?
Man, I love some good old-fashioned Terry Bogard. This character, one of the progenitors of what we think of like what a fighting game character should be. And so ubiquitous across titles now. It's so fun watching like other game devs talk about who inspires them. And it always goes back to Fatal Fury, doesn't it? Even like platform fighters, Sakurai was a Fatal Fury guy.
Yeah, definitely the progenitor character, if you will, in terms of just fighting games here. And LeafBlade's going to make another showcase. This time fighting again Haketh here in our losers finals. Haketh, of course, staying with the lead here on the SPG. LeafBlade, like we said earlier, loves to keep in the middle.
And now we're going to see if LeafBlade can do what Flamemaster couldn't with zone-breaking Haketh's long-range normals. Can you get past the staff?
Okay, yep, we're clearing space. Every time LeafBlade rushes in like she does, Haketh seems to be ready for it.
Ooh. Okay.
Blow not going to work. Okay, jump in. Okay, this is what I've been looking for LeafBlade.
Yep.
Make something happen.
This is your opportunity, but it's so critical that you capitalize on those because LeafBlade is going to continue to get chipped out. And I'm worried about the fact that she hasn't gotten those big cash-in combos. That could be really problematic in a matchup like this. If you don't convert when you have your opportunity, it's going to be hard to keep up.
Especially with a keep-out character like Billy, as we're kind of seeing that come into fruition right here as Haketh gets that round.
Exactly. It is that game of I need to get my read on my jump in like that. The problem is what happens next. And sure enough, Haketh found a counter hit.
Hey, the fein's looking really good there for Haketh. Taking good use of this pressure. Pull them right in. LeafBlade finds a chance to jump out. Trying to keep center stage.
Yeah, right back to the corner with you. LeafBlade struggling to find the opening. She just runs in, hoping to find something, but Haketh is ready for it. His reactions are so good.
And that's what I've been kind of waiting for, using the burn knuckle to make a move. Can you make this hurt, LeafBlade?
Ooh.
Wake up. Yeah.
Not again.
Touch and jump. One more chance.
LeafBlade over 2 against those, and now you are overheated, which means you're probably just going to get chipped out, and sure enough, it's exactly what we saw.
It seems so hard to make any kind of sudden movements against Billy, especially when you don't have much life to give there at the end.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, this is what we need to see. Get that SPG out right away.
Wow, that was such a tricky movement there from Haketh. LeafBlade was just unfortunately not ready for that.
Yeah, get off me. Reset the neutral. LeafBlade trying to fight out of the corner. Haketh has been so good at keeping her there. There you go. That Abare. You thought it was your turn? Nope.
Unfortunately, kind of bumping uglies here with the pole.
Ooh, the spacing. LeafBlade gets caught running in again.
Yeah, you be really careful with your movement here. Nice whiff punish coming out from Haketh. Like I said, we're still 1st to 3 here, losers finals.
I feel like LeafBlade is really struggling to find the mix-up she needs to catch Haketh lacking. So much of it has been, am I going to jump in or am I going to run in? And Haketh is just reacting to that because nothing has been shown, like the feints, the baits aren't really being shown to create whiff punishes.
Yeah, it seems like LeafBlade has a hard time feeling a little bit comfortable with matchup. And that's what Billy's made for, right? Is to make you feel uncomfortable, especially in this range.
Yes. Oh, there you go. That just the raw jump in. It gets checked. It's too honest.
Okay, we're almost out of SPG drains. Yeah, as we say that, it's a sliver just to make sure we get the rev blow. Okay, run in, get the throw.
Ooh.
Great
mash out.
The media and the full JD on the fireball, but LeafBlade keeps putting on the hurt. Wild punish.
There you go. This is a chance. Yep.
And we are taking it to the bank here. And that's what I'm looking for. Capitalizing these wild punishes.
We're so back.
Oh, that's the big send that we have been looking for from LeafBlade here.
Yeah, spend those resources. Once again, LeafBlade opting not to go too crazy. She's only building up to about 50% of that SPG gauge when she is, excuse me, rev gauge, when she is going for those big combos. She wants to save some in the back.
Speaking of big combos, check it out from Haketh here. Taking a grip out of the health bar here, but fantastic neutral jump coming out from LeafBlade. We're just kind of tapping. Rev blow, burning through all the hitboxes that Haketh was trying to dish out. It's like, you know what? Send it back to the kitchen.
And this is the reward you get for saving some of that rev gauge.
Did you know this from the movie?
No, I have not.
Yeah, we're getting the movie style here from Terry.
Okay. Okay, I'm down for it.
Cinema.
Oh. Well, let's see if we get a cinematic finish here. LeafBlade has the advantage, but Haketh has the pressure string. Strike, throw. Oh no. Oh no, not like this. LeafBlade needs to find one hit, but Haketh knows it. Haketh's trying to bait it out. Oh.
Wow. I mean, Haketh had the right idea, JDing the entire fireball, but then LeafBlade added an extra little bit of ingredient onto the recipe.
She finally got in with that run-in. And since you can cancel dash whenever you want, it's kind of scary to time and mix that up.
There's still things to kind of look out for. We've seen Haketh, oh my god, yes, using the low profile mechanic to get underneath LeafBlade there. But yeah, so Haketh's so good about just prodding away at LeafBlade and then counterattacking. But as I say, a counterattack of her own with the rev blow.
LeafBlade has woken up quite a bit. She's looking a lot more confident on her combos. Now it's up to Haketh to mix up the game plan to keep LeafBlade from getting in. We're back into the traditional RPS of the zoner and the rush trap.
Push them out. Yeah, now we have LeafBlade and overheat. Thanks to Haketh, just recognize it and chip it away.
Yeah, this is scary. Watch that guard gauge. Well, I guess you don't have to watch that guard gauge anymore. Pros and cons.
Missed the super, now gives a chance for LeafBlade to make up the damage.
But the drop, no!
Opportunity was there.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Almost like it was served you on a silver platter and it was denied.
Look, I need a gold platter.
Yeah, we need to up the stakes a little bit, huh?
I need a reason to lock in.
These neutral jumps have been just so potent here for LeafBlade. SPG already gone there for LeafBlade. Means, yeah, I'm about to say Rev Blow is going to come, but Haketh has the counter this time. He's seen it too many times.
Getting so good at finding those. Just the, oh, not again. So many drops on both sides. Now LeafBlade gets an opportunity. Can you confirm? Yes, you can.
Another one. This time it does catch the benefit of Billy's super catching on both sides.
It's cool to see those high crushes coming out. That is such a unique mechanic to this game that it's like a canned option that everybody has. And getting that little cinematic is always fun because it gives you time to react. Like, I got this. Now I can get the full reward. You don't have to play that difficult hit confirm game. Yeah,
it takes some guessing at it for sure. Able to maneuver around. There's a lot of like some checks in this game. I'll tell you what.
Ooh, speaking of checks, checking your neutral. If I jump in, what are you going to do about it? Am I hopping? Am I short hopping? It's your turn to find out.
Good run with LeafBlade to realize the rev blow was coming out and stop their pressure short.
Ooh, throw loops. Street Fighter. Great just defense.
Yeah, no feint either. Okay, burn him over here. Haketh once again without the SPG gauge. But can they burn through LeafBlades? They do just in time here, which means we don't have kind of a way out to bully through the pressure. As I say that, they wake up with their own reversal.
Well, that's one way to bully, and you've got some resources. You've got that super as well, if you can find the combo. But look at that rev gauge. LeafBlade was getting a little bit antsy, trying so hard to keep that from building up. Haketh actually got the overheat there, but managed to convert it anyway.
Yeah, kind of all worked out here going to the next round. We do have a lot of gauge still on LeafBlade's side. Can they cash it out, though?
Good start. LeafBlade just poking out. That's the problem. If you're playing the poking game against a longer character like Billy, you're gonna eventually lose one of those. And Haketh has been really good at confirming off of those long pokes into bigger damage.
Yeah, the poke game is definitely on fleek here. As they found a good jump in, was not able to counter hit on the fireball. Okay, coming in, puts him in overheat. Yeah, it seems like Haketh is just attacking the bar, making sure you put in overheat, and now you have to panic. Both of them in overheat. As I say that, you still have to watch out for the super as it comes out from LeafBlade. Find the mark on Haketh.
Great response there from LeafBlade, reminding Haketh that you don't get the pressure for free. And now it is Haketh who does the same thing back. We are both still in overheat. LeafBlade about to come out of it. Can you use that advantage, or are you going to get guard crushed instead, but still alive?
Like Garbruck.
Well, she was running.
Yeah, basically wanting to get all the space in the world, take a little breather, assess the situation.
Ooh, Ooh, the timing.
And
He
there
knew.
it is. Haketh will be taking it over Leaf, but I think once we saw that guard break happen, it was kind of setting the tone for the end there.
And that means Haketh is going to be moving on to Grand Finals, which means we're getting a new matchup here. Good stuff to LeafBlade going out in second, showing us her multi-game prowess, showing us what happens also when she was able to warm up a little bit in that situation. Kind of a tough thing to jump between games like that, I think.
Well, you can't run away from this man. Haketh is asking the question, where are you going? Because I'm here at Grand Finals against Kraken Atkins. Both these players are commentators, too.
Yeah.
So it's a battle of the commentators, battle of the comms.
Interesting about these commentators.
Comms on
They're
comms.
kind of nasty with it. I guess it does make sense because commentators are old, right? So old games, it's perfect.
Do you submit to yourself?
I don't know what you're talking about. The other commentators.
Did he just say?
The other ones that aren't me. Don't check the birth
What you mean? What you
certificate.
mean, other commentators?
What do you mean by that? Speak to that.
Curious.